Hi, Bud here with MVPretenders.
And I'm the Jace man, his better looking older brother,
That's what he thinks.
along with everyone else.
That's what they think.
Correct.
So we are your pound for pound, and look at me as I say pound for pound, best information in the world of fantasy sports.
Whoa. Hold on, real quick. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, if you're gonna say that we're the pound for pound best in fantasy sports, you're setting the bar really high, especially when you just said, "Look at you." Okay, uh, if you said that we were maybe your heavyweight best, that's one thing. But when you say pound for pound, that means like if they've got a Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson running around in there for the fantasy,
We are going to smack that fool.
we're going to look really pathetic. So it's okay to present us as experts, even though I haven't played in years, and and I don't know what I'm talking about other than MMA, which I guess it's good that we're talking about this MMA
We're
topic.
talking about pound for pound, baby.
But that's why I say calling us the pound for pound best is really a
It's
stretch.
okay, I can carry your weight.
You can carry my weight. You can carry a lot of weight.
Just ask my legs, they do it every day.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're not exactly slim and trim, although sometimes I look better than this. This is not one of those times.
That it is not. This is the heaviest I've seen you look.
I'm at my COVID weight. Shut up. Keep going.
So, whether you are wanting your full season long information on who you need to pick, who's that one guy that you need to go ahead and carry your team, we got that information for you.
He's got that information for you.
Exactly. If you're needing that daily fantasy guy that is going to go ahead and make sure that you get in that prize money, come here. This is where you need to be.
Apparently, this is where you need to be.
This right here. Tomorrow, you're going to hear some of those guys that you're going to want on your team.
Tomorrow, meaning literally tomorrow when we're recording this, probably not tomorrow when you're watching this video.
Exactly. Also, you're going to hear about Thursday's big game on.
Again, literal tomorrow, not metaphorical tomorrow for when you're watching this video. Keep going.
You're going to hear Wednesday who you're going to need
On
for your.
September 9th, 2020, there will be the following information that he's talking about.
There will be the guys that you need for your full long fantasy team. There will be guys that who are going to make the splash on Thursday's big game between the Chiefs and the Texans. The pros and cons on both those teams, what you're going to need to be looking out for, who you're going to need to pick.
And so here's the cool thing about us doing this not live and doing this pre-recorded is what we can do is if this goes really bad and his picks are terrible, we can just go ahead and delete this and re-record it and make it look like we had everything on the ball. So it'd be awesome.
Like we said, we are the pound for pound greatest, baby.
And like I said, he's setting the bar way too high. But the moral of the story is what MVPretenders.com is going to be is, in case you guys can't figure this out, MVP stands for most valuable player, but since we're not players and since none of us in fantasy sports are, we're just kind of pretending. See, it's MV Pretenders. Do you guys get it? I don't think they got it until I said that.
I don't know, but I do know we have their most valued picks.
I think that we're really stuck on ourselves. I have no idea. Here's the important thing, people. When you tune into this show, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get entertained if you like stupid stuff that doesn't. Maybe I shouldn't set the bar too high either. Okay. You will be entertained as long as you're easily entertained. You will make money as long as you were worse at picking without our advice than you are with our advice. So, like, if we give you advice and you follow it and it turns out worse than what you were doing before, we're not going to claim that you're going to make a lot of money. We will claim, though, that you should keep watching, right?
Absolutely. Don't forget, FanDuel is the place to be.
He's really trying to get this FanDuel referral stuff going, in case you guys can't tell that. Some more stuff that's going to be coming soon is soon we will actually have a website, okay? And I am the webmaster because that's actually what I do for a day job, okay? So I'm into the whole design development things. The website should be pretty snazzy. That'll be coming to you soon. We're also going to have a merch store, so if you'd like to have our faces on your shirts, which who wouldn't? At least, my side of the shirt, right? Then that will be something that you can do soon. What else is coming?
If there's any sport or any team that you want the lowdown on, go ahead and reply to us. Let us go ahead and know what questions you have. We'll get those answered for you.
Something else that's going to be coming is in our merch store. You're going to be able to get coffee mugs and stuff like that as well. But here's the thing that I was really excited to tell you about. He was totally against this idea, but I'm one half of the show, so I'm just gonna set the expectation here now. Okay, Tucker is really, really wanting to be a part of this video, but here's the thing. Okay, um, so what we're going to do is at some point soon, not really now because we need to build a following. We need to make this worth your guys' while. But what we're going to do is we're going to do leagues, full season leagues for some of the sports, probably baseball, football, NBA, and NHL. And we're going to do full season leagues. I know now the stuff is really the daily fantasy stuff, which is, he's again go out to fantasy or a fan duel and things of that nature. But there's still full season leagues out there, and we're going to cover those, right?
Yes, we are.
So here's something that's going to be cool is what we're going to do is we're going to play with our audience. You guys are going to get a chance to be in leagues with us. So what's going to happen is we're going to set up a league. Probably, since he didn't really want to do this and I'm fighting to do it, we'll go with my old league names. I used to call all of my leagues warm beer, cold pizza.
I love cold pizza.
And
Obviously.
I don't drink. So anyway, warm beer, cold pizza. But anyway, what's going to happen is we're going to give you guys a chance to join the leagues. All it's going to take is a $50 entry fee to join our leagues. And I don't know if we're going to do first come, first serve, like first request yet, or if we're going to have some kind of qualifying material. We'll get more details about you because that's future, guys. But at some point, that's actually going to happen, okay? Now, here's the other thing that you need to know about. When we do this, like I said, $50 entry fee. But here's what I'm thinking. We reserve the right to change it. This is not, you can't hold us accountable legally later. But where my mind is right now is what we're going to do is if you win first place, what we will do is we will take a month, the ending month of that season, whatever sport it is that's driving home there. What we'll do is we will give you half of the channel's ad revenue that we generated for that month. That will be your victory, which should be well north of the $50 that you will cost to get in. If you are not one of the tops, you probably won't get a dang thing because it's win or go home. Maybe second place, maybe we'll give you a coffee mug or something like that, but probably not. We might take your money for a coffee mug. That sounds better, right?
I'll take their money for a coffee mug.
Yeah, we'll take your money. So if you don't win,
Also, I'm getting first, just so you guys know.
I have no idea what he said. Hopefully, it came out better in the video than it did in my headphones. But here's the thing, guys. When these leagues start, I just realized something. You've got NHL, NBA playoffs going on at the same time, right? So 50% of the ad revenue at that month. Basically, what that means is we're going to honor exactly what I just said. If we go with this, 50% of the ad revenue means that in that month, we ain't walking away with anything. It'll all go to our fans. So I think that'll be cool.
Because this is a place where not only do we give you the knowledge, but we care about you guys.
And I don't really care about you, but he cares about you guys. And personally, what I care about is, well, me. I care about the dog, too.
That is true. He cares about himself and the dog.
And
that's about it in this room.
I have tomato juice in the room, so I do care about it. So he's wrong.
I thought the jar was empty.
No. And I also care about buffalo wings, which are not in the room.
Like I said, what's in the room?
Steak, also not in the room.
As you can tell, we're on a food kick. This is not an accident, folks.
Again, I usually look better than this. This is not. My nickname in high school was actually Buff Barnett. Funny story. Should I tell them the funny story that makes me mad?
Funny story is this is the after.
So I ran into a friend of mine from high school a few years ago, right? And we hadn't seen each other in like 15 years or something like that, right? And he says to me, Buff Barnett, what happened to you? And I knew what he meant, but for some reason I was just dumb enough to ask for clarification, and he was more than willing to cooperate and tell me what he meant. So I'm like, hey man, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, you used to be kind of Buff Barnett. Now you're kind of like Puff Barnett.
And now he's turned into Gandalf the Grey.
And is that because I'm gray?
Yes.
I think I'm more Gandalf the White, but that's okay.
He's wise. You were dumb enough to ask that question.
What?
Gandalf the White is Gandalf the Wise, and you were dumb enough to ask the question of, what do you mean?
Yeah, this is losing everyone who tuned in for sports, right? So anyway, guys, show's coming soon. What you'll want to do is you're going to want to watch mainly for our own interest.
Yes, I am interested in you watching our show.
You know what I really like about him right now? You can tell that he's never been in front of the camera much or anything because he is like staring right at that screen. First of all, just to let you know, the camera is up there, not there. Secondly, you don't have to make eye contact with that all the time. This is actually a show between you and you can do this. You can actually interact with me a little bit, not the people that you don't see.
I like you more than I like him.
You still see both of us on the screen.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea. What are you talking about?
When I look at the screen, I just see me.
So as you can tell, my younger brother is a doofus. But if you're going to tune in and watch, then what you can do is when we do our head-to-head picks, even though he does fantasy sports more than me and is supposed to know more about this stuff, you'll see which one of us is actually smarter and more intelligent. And you guys can rally behind me and let us know in the comment section how much you hate him. And that will be awesome.
And he will also tell you that obviously he has more experience on the screen than I do because he has actually been on the screen as a child.
On the screen as a child. Yes, I was on the screen as a child. He has a way with words. This is going to make this show amazing, guys. Amazing. So here's the deal. Closing remarks here. Let's wrap this thing up. Video coming tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Folks, I'm sorry.
The sun'll come out tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar.
The only one that would come whenever you would sing is no longer among us.
That was rude. So, guys, yeah, show coming tomorrow. Again, not in your tomorrow, in our tomorrow. Your tomorrow will probably have a show. Well, there'll be a chance that your show is going to come tomorrow when they watch this, right? Won't be the show that you talked about earlier, but a show probably.
There will be a show.
Maybe. You can't really promise that either. At some point, I would like to get this to where it's 6 days a week, but we're going to shoot for 3 now, right?
Yeah, we'll definitely want to go ahead and air with it being football season. Football season is one of the most watched seasons of all sports.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Wow. So we'll want to make sure that, of course, we're broadcasting Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sunday for Monday as well.
You can actually put your Sunday picks on the Saturday show.
I could. However.
And he will unless he's doing the show by himself. I'm not doing one of these on Sunday.
Let's face it. I'm the brains.
Yeah, so anyway, there won't be any Sunday shows. Just so you guys know. That's not going to happen.
Okay, there'll be a Tuesday show for talking about what happened Sunday and Monday.
So that's the other thing. So yeah, we're going to do picks. So in the comments, you can always cheer me on and put him down. In addition to that, in every show, we're going to give you guys some picks that you should be making, some trades you may want to be considering, guys on your rosters that you may want to consider dropping and picking up when we're doing our full season information, not the today's day, obviously. In addition to that, in each show, we're going to do a rundown, and we're going to show like contests that we did. We'll show them on the screen, the results of how I fared versus how he fared, so that you guys can laugh at him and, again, rally around me. On the off chance that I lose, what I will do is I'll doctor those screenshots so that it won't look like that at all. Because again, I'm a designer and I'm a techie. So basically, what you're hearing right now, essentially, Bud, is that you're never gonna win. You will never win.
I will never win, guys.
And he will also never win.
He will be. What he's saying is he will be doctoring every episode.
I will basically be the guy who's always right, just like I'm the guy who's better looking.
See, Nimble Web Marketing here is one of our production studios that we go through.
Yeah, we go through them. Yeah.
By that, I mean it's him.
I happen to know the CEO pretty well. So anyway,
So Nimbleweb Marketing might be doing some doctoring of our footage to make him the winner.
Are you calling my company unethical? Considering I'm doing this for him for free, he should probably shut the hell up. I'm just saying. Silence. See, that always works. Okay, so guys, tune in tomorrow for another exciting episode of MVPretenders. And in that show, we might actually talk about some sports. What do you think?
I think that'd probably be the best idea.
I guess it depends upon whether or not this is supposed to be a sports show. Is it supposed to be a sports show?
I thought it was.
I thought it was just us to sit around here and look stupid, which we're doing pretty good.
I always do well at looking stupid.
And fat.
Pound for pound, baby.
It's like I was saying before, a lot of times I couldn't make these jokes when I'm doing my solo stuff. I have a lot of these different shows. When I'm solo on the screen, I can't really make weight jokes because I'm not a slim guy anymore. But as Rodney Dangerfield once said,
I get no respect. No respect at all.
No, he did say that. You're right. But as Rodney Dangerfield once said, if you want to look thin, hang out with fat people. So that's why I'm here, basically.
Back to school, baby.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to say bye now. So in 3, 2,